Hi, it's me David, and I'd like to welcome you back to Life with Parkinson's. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Parkinson's disease can bring on so many symptoms. I swear the list is 5 miles long. If you can show me another illness that has such a long list of symptoms, I would be very shocked. And one of them, as I've been finding out the last few years, is messing with our vision. Looking back now, because hindsight is always 20/20, changes in my vision were actually one of my first symptoms. I didn't know it and I didn't realize it. Vision changes on their own, though, would be difficult to connect to Parkinson's disease because, as many of you know, that once we hit the magical age somewhere around like 30 to 40 years of age, that's when it's like, I can't see the letters on that page anymore. I think I need reading glasses. The difference for me, though, was that my optometrist did pick up on the vision change because even though I did need reading glasses, one of the tests she did was move her finger in and out. I would get double vision just when her finger hit that magical spot. And that's what my MDS said when he was checking me out for the first time. He's like, "Are you getting double vision?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Huh." But something else that does affect our vision in a great way is stress as well. Growing up, though, I never did have glasses, though just about everybody else in my family did. I always had the good vision, the perfect 20/20. I could read anything I wanted, spot anything in the distance that I wanted to see, and I didn't have to worry about those rainy days or coming in from the cold when your glasses either get covered in little water drops, turn into a mess of fog when you come inside. My young eyes come back to me. The first time I ran into the reality of eventually needing some sort of eyewear was when I was at the local 2-for-1 glasses store in town with one of my sisters. There was an old piece of tape on the ground where you, of course, did your cover one eye and read the little chart in the feature, and I could read all the way to the bottom of the chart plus the name of the manufacturer. And I'm standing there all smug, and then the owner comes up and goes, "Oh, one day you're going to need reading glasses." I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, you just wait, sonny. Those eyes will give out on you one day and we'll see you here." That was pretty funny. And then the second time was the appointment with my neurologist. But I'd already seen it coming. At work, I was still at the garage door company at the time. At work, it was getting difficult to connect little wires, and a lot of the work I was doing was diagnosing problems in the commercial area. And when you do that, you need your electrical tester, your small screwdrivers, because the logic boards we work on, of course, have the smallest connectors possible, have the smallest wires possible, and fit into the smallest spaces possible. So it's like, I knew I needed glasses, and he's like, "You should get your eyes checked." So I did. When I initially saw the optometrist, it was a little unnerving because she was actually quite worried about my eyes. She's like, "You got these big stress bubbles moving around, and we're going to need to take some custom pictures and send them to the ophthalmologist. So there's a possibility you might head into the city to see one of them." I'm like, "Oh great, more people messing with my head." So she wanted me to come in every 3 months for about a year to monitor the bubbles, which were in both of my eyes. Apparently they were getting too close to a certain area of my eye and she wanted to map them. And then of course after the 3rd or 4th appointment she's like, "Okay, they're not moving in the wrong direction, they're just kind of staying put and just moving around a little bit, so you probably don't need to worry about them." But now that I'm making this video and I realize it's actually been about 3 years since I've seen an optometrist, it's probably time I go back and have another look at my eyes. Well, my neurologist was right. It was a good thing that I did see the optometrist because getting glasses opened up a whole new world for me. And the great thing about them was that I didn't need to, well, I probably should have, but I didn't need to wear my safety goggles as much as I used to. Yeah, I would wear my glasses the whole time I was on a job site and walk with them, which probably wasn't a good thing to do because they were actually reading glasses. But strangely enough, when I wore them and I was just walking around a specific part of the job site, within my own area, installing a garage door, it was actually easier to wear them the whole time. And I could actually see better with them. I couldn't drive them with them or anything like that, but when I was on a job site for 2 or 3 hours, I would just put my glasses on and go to work and everything was fine. And to deal with the double vision thing, there was a prism put into the lens that would help the eyes focus, and it actually does work quite a bit. So if you're finding that you're having double vision issues, go and see your optometrist and get a prescription with a prism built into the glasses. It actually really does make a difference. If you're finding this video helpful and useful and you want to help others find it, please hit the like button. That is the best way for it to spread to more people. Thank you. But the more I think about Parkinson's and vision and the Parkinson's affecting our vision, it does make sense because our eyeballs are right there in our brain and we're not getting the same amount of dopamine transmission as we used to our eyes. So it does make sense. It's just a little annoying because stress also affects our vision. It has a big impact on it. Like the other night my daughter was getting a migraine and she called my wife and I to say she was quite worried because she couldn't see her hands anymore in her peripheral vision. And I'm like, you're probably a little bit stressed. You should probably go lay down in a dark room. And a couple hours later she had developed a migraine. So I get the same thing as well. Like if I'm having a bad off time or I'm feeling really stressed out because actually I'm not able to deal with like stressful situations like I used to. So if I'm under a lot of pressure or I've had like a lot of off time, even if I put my glasses on and pick up my phone, like I can't see. Like the glasses don't bring it into vision anymore. So yeah, my eyes will go all blurry and I can't use my phone or my computer until my meds have kicked in. It's interesting how Parkinson's changes how you see the world. That's what it is. I really have to watch out for overstimulation. Like I found that my brain and my eyes can only handle so much stimulation during the day. So I'm including like noise with that, visual stimulation, like interaction with other people. Like I can only handle so much, I'm going to use a fun word, stimuli. And then it's like, yeah, I gotta go lay down, I gotta turn all the lights off, and I can't even listen to music on my phone anymore. Like one of the things I used to do to relax, like if I was stressed out or had just having a busy day, lay down on the bed and put some music on. It's got to be like complete silence. And that's probably why my wife and I sleep in separate bedrooms right now, unfortunately, because the Parkinson's at nighttime and bedtime, it wants to be alone. And it's like, Dave, you're going to be sleeping alone from now on because we don't want to be overstimulated. And yeah, it's just weird because it really, I'm getting off on a different topic here, but it just really changes the way you live. As you guys know, I do love science fiction, and one of my favorite television shows out there is actually Star Trek. What we need, okay, if there's any researchers listening to this video right now, what we as the Parkinson's community need is one of those Borg implants. We are the Borg. You will be assimilated. We need one of those ocular implants the Borg use, and that would really be helpful because then I could actually play computer games again and watch YouTube in the morning when I wake up before my meds kick in. So that's what I'm asking for. If you guys out there agree with me, hit the like button and we can all get a Borg implant as part of our deep brain stimulation. I know I kind of took off from where I was, but I think it actually fits it together. Like vision, stress, and Parkinson's, they kind of all form a little triangle and they all do affect each other. The stress pushes the Parkinson's, which pushes the vision. So while I did think I had it all figured out in the beginning, this conversation actually did develop into something I found quite interesting and quite useful. What do you think about Parkinson's, stress, and vision? How has it affected your life? So one little update, I have started a Facebook page. I'll put a link in the description below. It's David's Life with Parkinson's on Facebook. Search that, join the page if you want to follow me for updates and, I don't know, just to see just give a little comparison about what's going on, what we do, our level of activity. I just thought that might be interesting. So if you're interested in that, I encourage you to do that. This is my new video on my new to me camera, so hopefully everything goes well in the editing process. I'm a little bit nervous about what I'm going to find, but I'm also excited as well. Apparently when my camera died, it was time for an upgrade. I hope we can take this journey together. Thank you for watching and supporting this channel, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good day and goodbye.